بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده أما بعد. Most honorable elders, dear respected brothers, my friends, my youth, my young and my honorable mothers and sisters listening, a great practice of this deen, this beautiful religion of Islam, a very practical religion in all days and ages, and a very reasonable religion, a very rational religion, a very logical religion. This religion of Islam, a great deed of it is done quite less in our lives today. And this deed is when two Muslims meet. Then the first thing that they should say to one another is the greeting of Islam. So when you meet, you must greet. But the greeting that you give one another should be the greeting of Islam, because you too are Muslims. Two brothers meet, two sisters meet. The greeting should be of Islam. What is this greeting? This greeting is such a greeting that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentions that I have been given three things that no person before me was given. And one of them, he said, At-tahiyya min tahiyyati ahlil jannah. I have been given such a greeting which is from the greetings that the people will greet each other with in Jannah. I have been given, and my ummah has been given this greeting in this very world. So a greeting of paradise, and the wording of it was given to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam on earth, that you and your ummah can use this here on earth. Subhanallah. So this greeting is a greeting that believers will give each other on earth. This greeting is the greeting that they will be greeted by their Rabb on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This greeting is the greeting that when they enter Jannah, the angels will give them this greeting. After entering Jannah, Allah will give them this greeting again. When they enter Jannah, what will they hear echoing around Jannah? It will be this greeting of salam, this greeting of peace, this greeting of the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, تَحِيَّتُهُمْ يَوْمَ يَلْقَوْنَهُ salam. When they meet their Rabb on the day of judgment, their Rabb will greet them with salam. Allahu Akbar. Allah will say, Assalamu alaykum, Assalamu alaykum, Assalamu alaykum. When they enter Jannah, وَتَحِيَّتُهُمْ فِيهَا salam. Then the greeting that will be given to the people of Jannah, that when you meet each other in Jannah, then before you speak and before you share your joys of Jannah and tell each other about the beauties of Jannah, what you are in, what they are in, before وَتَحِيَّتُهُمْ فِيهَا salam, when they meet each other, they will be given the greeting of salam in Jannah as well. That before you share your joys with each other, make salam to one another. Allahu Akbar. In Jannah as well, this وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ يَدْخُلُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ بَابٍ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ. When the people will enter Jannah, then angels will enter upon them from all these gates, all these doors. And what will they be saying to them? Salamun alaykum, salamun alaykum, salamun alaykum. And what will Allah say? Salam. قَوْلًا مِّن رَبِّ الرَّحِيمِ. Allah will give them salam as well. To the people of Jannah, Allah will give them salam as well. Allahu Akbar. This beautiful salam. Beautiful salam. What does this Assalamu alaikum mean? What does this mean? What can it mean? The ulama have given a number of meanings. And these are for the benefit of each and every person listening. That when you make your salam, then contemplate these meanings in your mind. What is the first meaning that you should contemplate in your mind when you are giving salam, or let's say receiving salam? So the first meaning is that as-salam, commonly, like we know it, is in the meaning of peace. So when a person says Assalamu alaikum, then he is giving him dua, a prayer, a supplication, that may the peace of the Creator be upon you. May security be with you. May you become secure. May you become peaceful. May peace descend in your life. And today, in the time of turbulation, where households, and within households there are so many disputes, brother falling out, parents, children falling out, spouses falling out, relations falling out, friends falling out. If we were to just implement this one prescription, that whenever you see each other, whoever you are seeing, even if you're not on good terms with them, but start with Assalamu alaikum, and they will respond Wa alaikumus salam. Then you have already given each other a dua from Allah, that may your life be full of peace. May you find peace. May you find tranquility. Now, can you imagine that if I have a grudge with you and I meet you, and maybe we won't talk more than just the salam, but when I say the salam, I say it with this meaning that may peace be upon you, because this is one meaning of salam. Then the ulama, they mention one of the blessings of this salam will be that the grudges that are in the heart will start to decrease, because you are giving a dua to your brother who you hold a grudge against. So when you are favoring him, when you are blessing him, when you are making dua for him, then the grudge in his heart decreases for you, because you're giving him dua, and the grudge in your heart decreases as well, because once you begrudge someone, you don't want to be good to them. But when you are being good to them, because Islam is saying you must make salam, this is how your kalam, your talk should start, then by hook or by crook you are making salam, and you have this meaning of peace in your mind. So a begrudging person, he doesn't want any good to come to the person he's grudging, but because he has to make salam and he makes it with this meaning in his mind, then automatically the enmity, the hatred that he has in his heart for his Muslim brother starts to decrease. And because his Muslim brother is receiving a dua from someone whom he believes hates him, then even the hatred is starting to melt down and starting to decrease. Assalamu alaikum, a dua, may the peace of Allah be upon you. Another meaning that the ulama, they mention is that as-salam is from the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like in the famous ayah, Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illahu al-malikul quddusus salamul. We start taking the names of Allah. Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, and As-Salam. It's the name of Allah. As-Salam is the name of Allah. So when you say Assalamu alaikum, what does this now mean? What does Allah alaykum mean? Because as-salam is the name of Allah. So what does this as-salam, this name and attribute of Allah with alaykum mean? So it can hold two meanings. The first is as-salamu alaykum. Allah is over you. What does that mean? As-salam, yani Allah, raqibun alaykum. Allah is watching over you. Wallahu al-muttali' alaykum. Allah is aware of everything you are doing. Assalamu alaikum. When a person says that to you, immediately should strike your heart. He's just reminding me that Allah is watching me. Because He's told me, He's addressed, He's informed me that As-salam, meaning Allah, alaykum, is watching over you. So He's greeting me, but even in His greeting, I'm reminded of Allah and my duty towards Him, and that He is watching over me. So when your brother greets you, Assalamu alaykum, then immediately you should become concerned that Allah is watching over me. Are all my actions right up until now? Are they going to be right going ahead? Because Allah is watching over me. Can you imagine the 100 people sat over here, if they exchange greetings 50 to 50, even though the combinations can be so many more, but let's just say half the hall, 50 meet 50, and in this hall 50 people say Assalamu alaikum to 50 people, and each of these 50 people receiving salams, they've got this meaning in their mind that my brother has just informed me that Allah is watching over me. Can you imagine the level of spirituality that will raise in this hall amongst the brothers over here? Because when they respond, they will say wa alaykumus salam, and Allah is watching over you as well. Can you imagine just the consciousness of Allah that will increase by just this salam, Assalamu alaikum? So this is one meaning to have in your mind. The second meaning, still Assalam. So we've done one meaning, it is dua. Another meaning is that As-salam is the name of Allah. So when someone greets you, then they are informing you that Allah is watching over you. Second meaning, to think. The third meaning, similar to this, that Assalamu alaikum. As-salam is the name of Allah, and He is over you. Allah is over you. What does this mean? You are giving your brother the vote of confidence, and you are assuring him that whatever difficulties, my brother, you look like you're going through, as I'm walking to you and I'm making salam to you, I'm seeing you seem a bit disturbed. Assalamu alaikum. So when you're disturbed and your brother gives you salam, he's informing you, what are you worrying about? What are you concerned about? What's troubling you? Assalam alaikum. Allah is over you, meaning Allah is with you. Allah is with you. What is there to worry about? So here you're disturbed. So if you're disturbed, should you close yourself and lock yourself in a room? Close the curtains, stay there for 24 hours? Crying, wailing? Passing time, watching movies, listening to music? What should you be doing when you're disturbed? When you're stressed? When you feel that there's no one there for you? You should put yourself amongst your Muslim brothers, so that when they give you salam, when they see you, then you are getting this vote of confidence and this reminder, Assalamu alaikum, Allah is with you. Assalamu alaikum. Another one says, he's telling you as well, Allah is with you. Allah is with you. Allah is with you. Allah is with you. Imagine hearing this again and again and again and again, how this will lift his mood and lighten his burden that is upon his soul. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to make salam with these thoughts and meditations within our mind. We should think these things. There is so much beauty within this religion. So time is running short. Let's get on to how you pronounce this. Oh brother, I know how to pronounce it. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Someone sent me a message greeting me with the salam in the message, and he writes Salamu laykum. Salamu laykum. So there's no such word in Arabic as laykum. It's alaykum. So even when he's writing this in English, it seems like he doesn't even understand that in Arabic it is as-salam alaykum. As-salamu alaykum. As-salamu alaykum. And because we read the at-tahiyyat within our salah, so I'll like to point out over there as well. When we are saying this at-tahiyyat, at-tahiyyatu lillahi was-salawatu wat-tayyibat, as-salamu alayka, not as-salamu layka, without the ayn. As-salamu alayka ayyuhan We read it fast. Assalamu alayka, assalamu alayka. You've made a complete mess of what's being said over here. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Then assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. Not assalamu layna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. So when you make the salam, you must make the ain clear. After mu comes an ain. As-salamu, then it's a a. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So time doesn't permit to go into this beautiful salam, but let's conclude by saying that you should make the entire salam. You should say As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. For such a person, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, for him there is 10 rewards for every part of the salam. 10 for Assalamu alaykum, 10 for wa rahmatullahi, and 10 for wa barakatuhu as well. So why lose out on 30 rewards for a matter of 1.5 to 2 seconds of saying wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh? Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, in addition to Assalamu alaykum. And salam must be done upon those you know, you are familiar with, and those whom you do not know as well. Strangers, Muslim strangers, salam must be done to all. And salam must be done after every departing. Or let's put that more clear, every parting. Not departing, every parting. Departing, you do it as well. You do it upon meeting, and then you do it upon departing, but also every parting, to the extent that when two Sahabis would walk and a tree would come in the way, and that would block them from one another, so the vision has gone, and then they would see each other after the tree. We're talking about 2 steps, my brothers. 2 steps they would take beyond the tree. After being blocked by the tree, they would say again, Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So we, from one room to the other room in the house, see each other 100 times, but we don't give dua to one another. So let's make a habit of this. Let's bring this up. Let's do this ourselves as elders, and let's teach this to our youngsters, that you should greet your age group as well. And even if there's non-Muslims present, sorry, I did say that was the last thing about 2 minutes ago. Even when you meet your own age youngsters, your own age group, and you're amongst non-Muslims, this is actually for adults and young. You're amongst non-Muslims and you're 2 Muslim brothers and there's 20 non-Muslims. Why will you give up your greeting when there's so much blessing inside it? Rather you should say, Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And then watch Sam, John and Sarah do this, turn around. Huh? What was that? What did Muhammad say right now? And then Muhammad will take this opportunity to say, oh, are you surprised at what I just said? Let me explain to you. Come sit down. And his da'wah begins. Look, a window of da'wah. Not, oh, we can't say salam here because what they're going to think. That we're not forward thinking. Astaghfirullah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first will give me, then the rest of you, the ability to bring this salam into our lives and to do it correctly and to do it with our mind and to do it abundantly as well. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. And one more thing. If you are given salam, to reply to it is necessary. Then it is not optional, it's necessary. So if you're given salam, you must respond to it. To give salam is sunnah, so you don't have to give it. But if you're given it, you must respond to it. And you must respond to it in a way that the person you're giving it back to can hear you. Jazakumullah khairah. Please make your sufuf for your sunnahs for Jumu'ah if you have not yet performed them. If you can.
Quick question regarding salam. If a non-Muslim brother makes salam, do we have to respond to that?
It's a good question. So if a non-Muslim person gives you salam, can you respond to that? The ulama have said that you will say wa alaykum. In one answer is you'll say wa alaykum and you'll limit it till there and you won't say any more. And another opinion is that you'll say wa alaykumus salam and you'll add the salam in there, but with the meaning not of security, because how can he have security if he doesn't have iman? He can't be secure in the hereafter. So then you'll have the meaning of hidayah and guidance. Wa alaykumus salam, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you. Jazakumullah.